Welcome to What the Wrestling, the podcast where you break down the biggest moments, hottest takes, and the wildest stories from the world of pro wrestling. Whether you're a diehard fan or just stepping into the squared circle, we're here to give you the real scoop on everything happening in the ring.
I'm your host, RJD, and we're about to take a ride through the latest and greatest in pro wrestling. Get ready for all our hot takes, deep dives, and all the wrestling you never knew you needed.
Don't forget to hit the like, share, and subscribe button and join What the Wrestling family so you never miss an episode. Now let's step into the
You're listening to the What the Wrestling Podcast, the show that brings you all things wrestling with your host, RJD.
Oh, you already know what time it is. AEW, everybody. AEW had the holiday bash last night. Man, oh man. We had some good on this show. You know, there's always the good, the bad, and the ugly. Not really a lot of ugly, but we did have some good. But we are going to be here to talk about it. So, with that being said, let us not waste any more time. Let's go. Yes. Tis I, RJD here. Welcome to What the Wrestling. I am your host, RJD. As always, we are the spot that brings you all things wrestling. Man, oh man, we had a good show last night with some hot matches and some hot takes, and we're going to see what's going to move on first. But first things first, hit the goddamn like button. Where's my like button? There you go. Hit the like button, like, comment, share, and subscribe to the channel. Roll it over across the bottom of your screen. Now, AEW. Now, we had ourselves an AEW Dynamite Holiday Bash last night, and dare I say it was a good show. Now, AEW has consistently put on good show, great show, bad show. Good show, great show, bad show. So they've been consistently inconsistent. But what I will say is last night was a hell of a show. So before we get into it, as always, hit the like button. We are going to be doing a SmackDown Collision and news. There will be a news, a What the Wrestling news brief coming out tomorrow, so look out for that. There's supposed to be some snow on Saturday, which is crazy, but well, it's not crazy. It is, it is wintertime, but we are doing that. So stay tuned for that and SmackDown review this week later on in the week. So that's coming. Look out for it. And those are your updates. So let's get into this. We had AEW Holiday Bash. Now, what I will say is that the stories, AEW is not hot. It's not hot, but that's okay. They don't have to be hot. AEW is not hot, but at the end of the day, as long as they bring us good stuff, good wrestling, and we get some type of stories, we're going to be all right. But when we don't get the stories is where AEW falters. That's where bad things happen, when the product is dead and there's no story. Nobody cares about anything. So that's the place we need to get to. If we could get to the place where we get these stories right and people start caring about stuff, we're gonna be all right. So, how did we do? So, we had talk about Mox. We had a bunch of promos. We had talks about the 4-way. Everybody had their promo. There was a 3-on-3 as the main event tonight. So we had that going on. We had the Continental Classic stuff going on. So we had a lot going on today. So we started off with Mercedes Moné and Anna Jay for the TBS Championship. First thing I would say is glad Anna Jay is back. Anna Jay is great. Crowd was up for this match, especially towards the end. But Moné got the Moné statement before she follows it up with a Meteora in the corner and the Moné Maker for the win. After Anna Jay almost has her, but she kind of threw her head into the back rope and then came back and got the win. So MJF came down. Well, first, let's let that breathe. Mercedes Moné, there's talk that she's going back to fight Stat. And if she goes back to fight Stat, and they probably had both their best matches in AEW versus each other, I don't even know why they turned Statlander heel to turn their back babyface. They turned their heel. She was with Stokely. She fought Willow. Awesome match those two girls put on. Those two ladies. And then after that, they turned their babyface and put her against Moné. I mean, Statlander is amazing, but they need to figure out what they want to do there. And honestly, I put the damn title on Statlander. Mercedes Moné's title reign has not been good. It has been average at best. I don't know what's the disconnect. Everybody loved her when she came in, but it's missing something. I can't quite tell you what it is, but I know it's missing something, and I know that's the problem. So once they get that handled, they're going to be all right, but we got to get that handled, man. Mercedes Moné is so much better than what we're seeing, and it's like in the ring has been skittish, but she's been better as of late. But I was expecting banger after banger after banger, and we haven't gotten that. So maybe we'll get that coming soon. I don't know. We'll see. But there's that. MJF then comes down, and we hear from him. He makes fun of the crowd as always. He talks about Adam Cole, say the Wizards suck. Adam Cole has a pre-tape promo, and then Adam Cole has a not pre-tape promo, and he comes out behind MJF. MJF didn't know he was behind him. They proceed to have a little brawl. He's about to set him up for the Panama Sunrise, but he rolls out of the ring and gets the hell out of there, which is great. Good to see MJF on TV doing what he does best, talking a whole lot of shit. So that's great. Good to see that. That's awesome. I ain't mad at it. Patriarchy make their way down to the ring. Hook and Katsuri Shibata. Please forgive me for messing that up.
You stupid.
Katsuri Shibata makes his way down. I can't believe I messed up Shibata's name. I'm bugging. Well, anyway, it's going to be all right. So he makes his way down, and they fight the Patriarchy. But unfortunately, the Patriarchy gets the win because Hook locks in the red rum on Sebastian, but Mother Wayne then hops on the apron, opens the door for Christian Cage to hit the kill switch on Shibata and place Nick on top of him for the win. Now, I'm just glad every time I see Shibata in the ring because we know he almost passed away a couple years ago. But this was great. Good stuff here. Nothing wrong. Christian Cage, he's got that Money in the Bank type trump card. So we'll see if he gets to cash it in. Hopefully soon. We don't want him to hold that thing for a whole year and nothing happens. Then we have Ricochet comes out, and the Hurt Syndicate make their way out, and they basically make Ricochet look real soft here. It was like, listen, I just want you to know that I still have the business card you gave me. And Bobby Lashley grabs him by the throat, and then basically is like, MVP rips it up, and he's like, you look like a sucker, and no one likes to kiss ass. It was like, yeah, Ricochet did not look good here.
Nope.
Now he's going heel, so it's okay. He's either playing possum and he's gonna join them or something else had happened. But I didn't like this segment because it's like, Ricochet, you came over here for this? You could have stayed in WWE for all this. But I am of the most things I always say, let's let it play out. Let's see what happens. That's all we can do. That's all we can do. So that's what we do. Shelton Benjamin versus the Beast Mortos in a Blue League match for the Continental Classic. Shelton Benjamin gets the win. Three German suplexes, jumping knee. Sayonara, that's all she wrote. After the match, Lashley and MVP join him in the ring. Lashley and Benjamin beat down Mordos, but Daniel Garcia comes and appears, and the Hurt Syndicate want to fight, but Mark Briscoe comes down, joins Garcia, and Garcia and Mark begin brawling with Benjamin and Lashley, but MVP hits his mark, and he levels Garcia. Benjamin then gets a hold of the TNT Championship. And is this a foreshadowing of these things to come? Or is the young boy going to beat the old vet? We'll see what happens. And then there was a conversation with RJ City with the Rockstar version of Tony Storm. And this, dare I say, is going to be fantastic. Tony Storm is so good at what she does. She's not going to stay this version of Tony Storm. Timeless Tony Storm is like lightning in a bottle. They have to find a different creative way to bring it back. So that's what they're going to do. They're going to bring it back, but they're going to have her kind of find herself and then maybe All In next year or sometime next year. She's going to come back as Timeless Tony Storm, beat the crap out of Mariah May, get that W. Because right now she's like, oh, what about this? And what about Timeless? You don't think Timeless? You don't know anything about that? It's like she has amnesia about who she used to be. So I'm looking forward to them rolling that thing along because that's gonna be great because Tony Storm, lightning in a bottle, I'm telling you. But then we had Darby Allin versus Will Osprey. These guys absolutely fantastic. Darby Allin is a mother effing madman. Darby Allin versus Will Ospreay Gold League match for the Continental Classic. There was a Styles Clash onto the apron, from the apron onto the floor. That had to suck for real. Then there was a spot where Darby does the coffin drop, hits the side of the freaking ring, and just lies there dead. Half dead. It was like game over.
Nope.
Like, nope, you're done. It's over. I swear to everything. When it comes to Darby Allin, the brother is so good. He's so talented. It's disgusting. Like, Will Ospreay, best wrestler alive right now. These guys are so freaking fast at what they do. There was a spot where Darby was he like rolled off from. He flipped Darby over, and as soon as he flipped him over, he just whacked him with the hidden blade. Like, just whack right in the face. Went for the Stormbreaker, but then Darby counted it into a freaking code red. This match was ridiculous. Go back and watch it. It's awesome. This was fantastic. Absolutely fantastic. But surprisingly, Darby Allin does not get the win here. Osprey does not get the win here. Darby Allin gets the win with the coffin drop and then another coffin drop off of the Oz cutter. He tried to hit him with something, but Darby counted it, hit him with two coffin drops, and then got the win. This was great. This was great. I think Kyle Fletcher's winning the whole thing. I know they could have Okada win, or they could give it to Osprey, but I think Osprey is going to be world champ next year. Okada, he's kind of floating. I think Kyle Fletcher, if you want to run with him, you got to run with him. Give him the win, let him win the whole dang on thing. The Death Riders then make their way to the ring. Orange Cassidy, Adam Page, and Jay White follow, and we had ourselves a good old 6-man tag, which was real good. The whole story of this match was these idiots just arguing with each other the whole time. It was like
You stupid.
one thing after the other. At the end, they all looking extra dumb.
You stupid.
And Moxley rolls up Orange Cassidy because these guys are just arguing with each other. I mean, this was crazy. And then they were about to get back into the ring. So instead of arguing with each other, they turn their attention towards the Death Riders. They fight them off, but Moxley's sitting there laughing like with the just with the laugh because these guys can't seem to get it together. So the whole thing is these guys are going to be fighting each other on the pay-per-view. This is a fact. So with that being said, there's no good earthly reason, none whatsoever, why they couldn't get it together. I mean, they look bad. They're arguing with each other, all three of them. There's no way in hell Moxley loses the title. And the bad thing about that is I don't know what's going on with Hangman. I was very, very... It's like when he lost to Jay White, when Jay White came back, he lost a lot of heat. Like, he was a madman stuck in his convictions because he really wanted that title. But now it just seems like he's just angry and it's almost cartoony, like there's no substance. So I like angry Hangman. I mean, we've seen drunk Hangman, angry Hangman, I can't get it done Hangman. He's always the bridesmaid, never the bride Hangman. So I hope they get that story back on track. And I know it's probably more so about Darby beating Moxley, but I don't know who's going to be Mox for the title. Maybe Will, maybe Darby. I don't know. I don't know where they're going with this, but this is a way to beat all three of these guys without, because you know it's going to be a crazy ass match. And even though somebody's going to take the pin, it's going to be buffoonery. So this is a good way to beat everybody at once and then move on to see who's next. So when is this reign going to end? I don't know. I ain't mad at it, but we'll see. This was a good Dynamite. Good stuff on here. We got to get Mercedes Moné back on point, but I don't know. We're going to have to see what happens. But other than that, that's all I got. That's it. It's over. I am out. So with that being said, check out tomorrow. There will be a What the Wrestling News Brief tomorrow. They got the SmackDown review during the weekend, so look out for that. But as for me, I am out. Everybody be safe. Watch out for the snow. Don't get caught. Peace.